Welcome back. It's 27 minutes to 10 o'clock now. The Beer Association has reacted with relief to the alcohol ban being lifted. It, however, says the lifting of the ban is too late for small businesses. Well, is that the case? My colleague, that's eNCA reporter Nqobile Madlala, is up and about this morning. She finds herself in Ekurhuleni, talking to some local breweries there. Nqobile, good morning. Yesterday, we spoke to you at this time. You were with a restaurant and a bar owner who was not very happy about the situation. I wonder what the local brewery industry is feeling and how they're feeling this morning in Benoni there in Ekurhuleni.
Well, Bradyan, just definitely the same as what the restaurants have had to say, saying that it's been a difficult time and there seems to be a lot of impacts that they've sustained from the lockdown ban. Now, I am joined by one of the owners of Just Brewing, and Wendy, you are 5% of the female brewers and you are finding yourself in this position. Tell me where you started.
We started in 2014 in a very small brewery that we had taken over, very old equipment, with trying to start a little small family business, try and generate some employment for some of our people in our community. And from there we kind of grew. We worked hard. We still had our other businesses. And then in 2018, we had decided that it was time for us to invest more time in a bigger brewery and a restaurant. So what we did is I resigned from my job, took my pension and all our savings, and we built a restaurant and a brew pub. We built the building, the restaurant equipment we bought in, and we bought a bigger brewery, which is the brewery that you see behind us now. So that's basically where all our money is sitting now.
And obviously there was lockdown where you found an alcohol ban. How did that affect you?
You know, we just moved into our restaurant and was just going really well. We'd had December, which was a good month for us, and we were getting into the swing of things in January. We had quite a large staff employed, and we were really doing quite well. We were quite happy. And then when COVID came and we had the lockdown, we couldn't keep the restaurant going anymore. So we tried to keep going for a little while, then we had to close. And we just couldn't keep our staff anymore. You know, we kept paying them. We used up all our savings to keep paying all our staff until May, when we ran out of money. And since then, we have had to let our premises go. We've had to sell a lot of our equipment. And in December, we moved into this new premises to try and, to salvage what is left, because all our money is in this equipment. So we have no option. We have to keep going.
And obviously this has a knock-on effect because also your expenses, you were telling me that it's gone higher. Please explain to us how that works.
The costs of brewing, it's really just escalated. So before COVID even came, the lockdowns, we already had to import a lot of our products, so we already had exchange rate problems. So that was before lockdown even came along. Then when lockdown came, obviously we all started running up all these debts and loans to keep going. And since the ban is just lifted, we've already seen that the price of malt has gone up 25%, the price of bottles have gone up 15%. It's just escalating, the costs of just keeping going. It's becoming harder and harder. It's just so difficult. I don't actually see how a lot of our small breweries are going to just keep going, through these things.
Tell me, with the alcohol ban, is it going to help at all? Being lifted?
The problem is that even though it's been lifted, because we are a manufacturer, our cash flow cycle is between 30 and 60 days. So from when the people start buying at a bottle store or at a restaurant, it's between 30 and 60 days before, as a manufacturer, we eventually see some money. So we have, even if we have loads of orders coming in now, we have at least 2 months of hardship before we get money paid in from restaurants and bottle stores. And in that time, we've got to keep paying all the other expenses, which makes it really, really difficult.
So tell me, what's the way forward now? What are you going to do?
Well, we're campaigning hard to try and get some help from the government. what we're really asking for is we're asking for them to just give us as small business owners a chance to survive. Things like our license fees. You know, we paid our 10,000 Rand license fee for last year, and we only got 100 days trading off that. Now it's due again. I don't know where we're going to find the money for that. Excise. We pay the same excise as SAB, Heineken, Distel, even though we're a small business. And as craft breweries, we employ more people per litre. So the unemployment problem could be solved by cutting us some breaks. So we're just hoping that the government's going to listen and just help us out.
All right. Thank you very much, Wendy. Well, Bradan, they've just recently moved into their smaller new home compared to where they were sitting in 2018. So it's very difficult, like Wendy is saying. They are just really just appealing to the government to assist them at this point, saying that she has had to let go of some of her staff to make sure that they obviously survive. Behind me, you can just see everything has just moved in. And she's basically saying because she has put her pension in this, she has to try and survive.